Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making coffee date muffins. These are healthy but so delicious. They're naturally sweetened by Medjool Dates, are sugar-free, and have a bit of chocolate and coffee flavor, just in time for Valentine's or really any day of the week. Ingredients are going to be 2 eggs, our Medjool Dates, and some instant coffee, some baking soda, honey, milk of your choosing, cacao powder, coconut oil, and some whole wheat flour, and our baking equipment. So we'll get started with our dates. I have about 1.5 cups of dates here, or 38 dates to be exact, and we're just going to blitz this up in a food processor, and then we're going to heat it on the stove with our liquid. You can chop this by hand, just chop it really finely if you don't have a food processor. So this is the consistency you'll get, and then to this we're going to add our liquid, which is basically 2 tablespoons of instant coffee that I dissolved in 4 tablespoons of hot water. And to this now we're going to add our milk mixture. So I'm just adding in 200 milliliters of milk. You can use any milk you like, but I'm using unsweetened soy milk. And now we'll just add this over our dates over medium-high heat, just until the dates absorb the liquid and the mixture becomes homogeneous. And meanwhile, we'll preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So it should come to a nut butter consistency. And then we'll set this aside to cool in a bowl and work on our dry ingredients. So I measured out 140 grams of whole wheat flour, or a cup, and then you just remove 2 tablespoons. Then 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, and the spices are optional, but I pretty much put cinnamon and nutmeg in everything I bake. And then 2 tablespoons of cacao or cocoa powder to give it that chocolate flavor, and whisk to combine. And now back to our date mixture. So while it's still warm, we're going to add in 2 heaping tablespoons of honey. You can use maple syrup or even agave nectar here, and 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. And because it's warm still, it should dissolve right away. And then we're going to add in our 2 lightly beaten eggs and just whisk to combine the mixture before we add in the dry ingredients. So we'll add the dry ingredients all at once and then combine with a spatula until you don't see any more flour. Now you can place these in large muffin tins, but I opted today for some mini ones, some bite-sized cute muffins I thought would be nice. And you'll fill this pretty much to the top, about 80% full. They will rise a bit. And we'll just tap the tray to set the batter or remove any air bubbles, and place this into the oven for about 15 minutes to start at 350 Fahrenheit. I left mine in for an extra 2 minutes just to test it with a toothpick to make sure it comes out clean, and then took them out and left them in the tray to cool before we glaze them. The glaze is optional, but I thought it was a nice touch and basically added these ingredients to make a thick glaze. just so it sits nicely on top. These are so good. I hope you guys give this recipe a try and get to share them with friends and family this Valentine's. I will have a more Valentine's Day themed recipe coming out soon, so hope you guys stay tuned for the next one.